All right. Hi. Stupid phone. What are you doing here? Y'all gonna make me strong? Love you. All right, let me get into this so I can stop scaring myself to death, right? So welcome to episode 3 of Live at 5. It's been 2 months since I did the last live. What do we have? We had Black women in the workplace, and then the second one was sisterhood. Today is going to be extending connections. So I don't know, a lot has happened in 2 months. My cousin passed away, and I've been reacquainted with some family members that I had not spoken to in probably 6 years. And I just felt like I was in a space where they didn't deserve to be in my space. I felt like they hurt me. And they hurt me, and I just felt like they didn't deserve to be in my space. I don't want to be around people who cause me pain. And I used to accept it and make excuses and, just allow them to continue to be in my space. But what I have learned in these last 2 months is that I'm a judgmental person, and I wasn't given grace, meaning that I did not hear or want to hear the other person's side. It was basically, do it my way, or we don't have to be friends, or we don't have to communicate. And after all this time, I was able to hear and listen and care about how they felt. And I respected their opinion. And they were sorry that they hurt me. So I was able to allow them back in my space. And the reason I'm explaining all that is because obviously the topic is extending connections. And, I shared that I was judgmental, and I didn't, give space for other people's feelings, because in sisterhood, we need grace. We need to give people second chances, just in life, period, especially if somebody is willing to work with you, willing to explain their side and is sorry for what they did. I think that there's space to create change and to build. So with that, I'll just get into why did I choose this topic. And it's just that I feel Black women, women of color, we don't support each other as much as we should, as much as we could. And I believe that it's because of the pain and the trauma, the letdowns that we have been through. And we don't want to go through that again. And we set boundaries. And sometimes we set them really high. Sometimes they're not realistic. I'm thinking of all kind of things, so give me a break. But also, I believe that we think that there's not enough for all of us, right? So a scarcity mindset, like this is my connection, this is my person, or this is my organization. I created this, or I found this connection. Maybe you'll outshine me. Maybe you'll get more than me. Maybe I feel like you don't deserve to be in this space. But again, where do those feelings come from, right? Scarcity, trauma. I feel like we need to move to a place of abundance and just know that what's for you is for you. I touched on this in the sisterhood episode, basically saying that, we have our own, people create their own circles. And if you're not in that circle, then you have to find another resource, which is harsh. And it's selfish, Also, another reason I feel like people don't share resources or connections is because maybe you feel the person that and the resource is not in alignment. So maybe you'll get embarrassed, or maybe they won't show up the way that you expect them to. And I was told that I have been that person. Like I can say, oh, you should do it this way, instead of allowing people to change the way that they feel that they want to change, right? Meaning family, or my children, or people who are in my circle, right? Like, things are coming to me, but someone shared with me why it's not helpful, right? So they gave me an example of if I'm over here and I drink and I smoke, or whatever I choose to do, and I can't afford my rent, right? Do I not deserve to be supported because of the choices that I make? And yes, they do deserve to be supported, regardless of what you do. Sometimes people make bad choices, but does that mean that they should have to sit in the mistakes that they made? A lot of times people feel like, it was hard for me, so if I make it easy for the next person, they won't get it. And that's not necessarily true. I don't know. I just want to say that we should be more connected. We should be more united. We should share resources, regardless of, if this is a person in your circle or outside of your circle. Sometimes you may know someone needs something, and maybe they did something wrong to you in the past, so you turn your back, or you turn your head away, or you ignore the situation, like, oh, well, if they didn't do X, Y, and Z, I would help them. But it won't hurt you to help them, And excuse me. I don't know. I just wanted to hop on and say, let's be more connected. Let's create more unity. Let's create examples for the people coming up under us to build community, to say, okay, yes, I understand this. I have been hurt. I've been let down. I've been scarred, and I don't want to stay in this space. Let's forgive and move on. And if you can't forgive, or if you feel like, the trauma is too, you're right, ego as well. If you feel the trauma has been, the harm has been too much, then no, you don't have to. And I say that for family too. My daughter, like whoever, if I hurt you, or you feel like you need to create space, that's fine. Like, you shouldn't be forced to deal with someone just because, oh, this is my mom, dad, brother, sister, partner, whatever. Respect your space, have your boundaries. I'm saying for someone who is willing to acknowledge their mistake or how they hurt you and they want to change, or for people who don't look like you, or for people who you think don't deserve. Like, who are we to judge? Who are we to say how someone's life can be turned around? It's not about what they look like right now or what's going on right now, but what can you provide to help them out? That's the dogs snoring in the background. But yeah. So just, I don't know, be the support that you need. I have a circle. I have my mentor. I have a therapist who I had, who we stay connected, who, I can email, or we shoot the shit every now and then. And I have people who are under me, who are looking to, who I inspire, who I encourage, who, I share resources. I haven't seen someone in years, and their daughter reached out to me and said, hey, I'm having an issue at my shelter, and I just reached out to a connection, and they're like, yeah, I'm not there, but I still have people who are over there, and we can come together and figure this thing out. So that's community. And I just feel like there's so much going on in the world, and there's so much more that is going to be going on, that we really need each other. There's things that, like my daughter just said, egos play a big role, and a lot of people put what they do as who they are. Like, you may have this great job, but when you put yourself so high, it's harder to be human. Because if something does happen, or if you do need someone, it's hard to ask for help when you feel like you have it all together. And as much as, I don't know, I just feel like I want to be what I wish that I had, or what I hear people saying that they need, right? Like, we're divided. I can't trust. I don't want to share what's going on with this person. It might get taken over here. There's a lot of people who have the same fears, and I would like to be the vulnerable one and share my fears and share my insecurities, and hope that, show how I got over them, and hope that it strengthens others. At the end of the day, I rely on God. I pray every day. I stay connected with the people who I know love me and support me. And I try to help people who say that they need help, or who, express that they have similar concerns or issues that I've overcome, and work from there. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this up, but I do want to announce that Stuck will be starting a support group. And our first group is going to be held April 4th. I don't know. I don't have a location, but I do. That's right. That's right, son. So, and there's men's group. Like you have my son, they have their little men's group, and they get together and they empower each other and support each other. They don't have where's the men that can, share with them or tell them real stuff about what they've been going through without judging them or asking, well, what do you know? Where are you from? Who you? Stuff that's irrelevant. They have sons, they have children, and they're doing great. Most people realize it. Yes, that's right. It doesn't need to be a competition. Same thing, like you said, about ego. All that needs to be put to the side. And like I said, I'm willing to be vulnerable. I'm willing to share my mistakes, my, embarrassing moments, my things that I'm not so proud of, just to empower someone else or to support and share. But again, we'll be starting a women's support group. Our first group will be April 4th. I'm looking for a location. We will announce it. If I can't find one, we'll do it on Zoom. But it's just women coming together to support each other, to provide resources, to say, hey, sis, it's okay. I just have so many experiences that I can share with other women as far as children, grandchildren, prison, domestic violence, sexual assault, all kind of things. And I have people who are also willing to share their stories and empower each other. And the goal will be for us to each have a mentee. So we'll get someone that we will be responsible for. We will be supporting through whatever they go through, that they know they have someone that's not judging them, that they could pick up the phone and call, and they don't have to be judged or punished, about it. So just thank you for joining. I look forward to the future. I look forward to being an asset to my community. I look forward to building community, and uniting more Black women of color to be present, because we're a force. We're a force. We have so many programs and so many things that are going on out here. And we don't need to stay divided in our own little circles. We can come together and make a huge impact. It's great that everyone's doing, things. But we need to include people that you normally wouldn't. Include people that, don't look like you, that don't make you feel comfortable. So again, April 4th, the location will be announced. If not, we'll be on a Zoom. But we're not coming with egos. We're not coming with competition. We're not coming with, and you know it. We're not coming with no drama. It's not about where you're from. It's not about what titles you hold. It's about wanting to create space for healing, to create space for unity, to create space for people to be vulnerable and to really be themselves, and to be able to go out in the world and be productive and to just grow, and be safe. So thank you for joining, and I appreciate you all, and I hope to see you. We're back on, so we'll do these live at 5 every other week, and April 4th for our support group. Y'all have a good night. Thank you.